how to avoid scams. How do we avoid scam from real estate companies? How do we avoid scam from real estate companies? The first one you are supposed to do is investigation of the CAC registration status of the real estate company. Investigation of the CAC registration status of the real what? Estate company. You are expected to dig up the CAC registration number of the real estate company that you want to purchase a property from. How were they registered? Because when you want to register a company, you must state the purpose of the company. The purpose that was stated, is it real estate company? Did they register them to do business in real estate? Because if it's to do business in real estate, there are procedures they need to follow. EFCC also, there's what we call there's a name they call that thing. Scrub, they call it scrub certificate obtained from EFCC before they can open an account. That thing is to show that the real estate company, their record is EFCC. They've checked them, they are not into money laundering. When you check the status of this real estate company, after checking their CAC registration, you're satisfied that they engage in business of real estate. You now conduct a search on their account. Can I see your record books? A reputable company will not be afraid to expose himself, to lay bare his record books. Are they, the essence of that is, do you find out if they are financially what? Financially capable. Are they insolvent? There are some real estate companies that are in debt, huge debt, but you won't even know. They'll be doing advert on a steady basis because they went to borrow, in fact, they took loan and they are struggling to pay. So the staff will look nice, dress, gauge, when they come out like this for marketing, hey, with their powerful cars that they rented, and they've not finished paying, just because they want to convince you. How do we notice that? You just take their name, go and find out from banks if they are owing. You also pay somebody, check, did this person take loan from this bank? Or you check all those lending houses. If you discover that they are owing huge debt, meaning they are financially indebted, don't put your money there. You know why? The moment they go bankrupt, they will take off. They will close their offices and run. A lot of them have done so. But I know many that have put out their signboard. Up till now. Because the debt have overwhelmed them. So their lender is threatening to sue them and then recover their money. So because of that, they now took off. They just close their offices and run. There are a lot of them like that. So the reason is you don't want to put your money, then tomorrow when you come back, you won't see the signboard again. You also check how long have they been doing business. Very, very important. How long have they been doing business? You check their track record. Have they been doing this business for a long time? If they have been in Nigeria operating business for at least 5 years, minimum 5 years, you know that company has come to stay. But if it's 2 years or less than 2 years, I would advise you not to put your money there. Watch them again. Because there are some businesses, they don't even last. After 2 years, they will disappear. Now, another thing again is, you conduct a search on the property. Conduct a search on the property. How do you conduct a search on the property? Chart the property using a surveyor. There's what we call charting. Now, this thing has been made easy in Edo State. Have you heard of EGIS? Yes, Electronic Geographical Information System. The one they call EDOGIS. Edo State Electronic Geographical Information System. There was one I did for somebody. The lady called me from UK. A client linked the person to me. He now said I should go and find out. The problem is the person has already bought. And I even started building. So they now called me and said, the lady said, since 2021, they've applied for CFO and they've not collected it. That is, he refused to come out. And she find out what is happening. You know what I did first? I took my surveyor to the place. We now did what we call chat. They went to the various points, took coordinates using their small gadget. After chatting it, we now went to a dojis and logged it in. They now did a search. Then they sent it to my phone. And I discovered that there is a caveat on that land. That land is in dispute. In fact, the thing revealed to me that the community has placed a caveat on it that that a doji should not issue CFO to anybody that buys there because of the dispute that arose in the land. In fact, they even showed me where the person's own is because the system is so detailed, very easy. The satellite will just snap it, the place where the coordinate is, and just check it in the system, and then show you whether there's a caveat. Caveat means an instruction, a written instruction, or a notice telling them that there is a dispute in this place. Therefore, anybody applying for CFO in that land should not be issued any until the issue is what? Resolved. And that is how they do it. If you, for example, you have a land and somebody wants to trespass and you see them already cultivating it and you are not applied for CFO, you quickly rush to a dojis and go and tell them, hey, this location, if anybody apply for CFO, don't give it to him. I can see somebody working on it. A dojis will be notified. They will not stop. Anybody that wants to apply, they'll call the person off. That's what they call caveat. Another way again is, if you already have a CFO for that property, and somebody now comes in, buy the property, and then rush to go and apply for CFO, the moment he gets there, they will tell him you can't. They will stop the CFO. They will not tell the person, see, somebody has already applied for this CFO here. So you see how they were able to block it. That is why they can't issue a CFO to my client until that thing is what? Resolved. And the funny thing is that she has already built to lintel level. There are two buildings there. You won't even know that there is a dispute in that place. You enter there, you come out. So you see why it's good to conduct a search. Even if it's a farm, even if it's Silvawell that is selling to you, it doesn't matter. To test their credibility, carry out a search. You are free to approach the management staff. My surveyor is here. As part of our search, you want to go in and conduct our search. They will allow you because they are not hiding anything. How you know people that are crook is the moment you ask them for record, you want to check. Though you see the way they'll be fidgeting. No. See us in the office first. We are coming. No. You can't just come in. They'll start giving you excuses. Then you now know. Check their body language. You discover that these people have cockroaches in their cupboard. That's how you know those kind of dubious real estate company. But if they say, bring your surveyor, we are out of it. Come, let's go. It's not chat. Or you take coordinates. The person will mount here, boom. Then they'll go to a dojis and check. The moment he lodges it in via the name of the company will appear. Silvawell Estate. It will show them exactly that portion. The owners. Then you now say, oh, it's a company that owns it. Okay, let's do business. That's the essence of the search. Before the entrance of EGIS, it was very difficult. Very, very difficult to investigate land. If you want to investigate land as a lawyer self, they all also do a search. You go the community, you start asking your John from John enter a kaigbe for a kaigbe. Maybe some don't beat you tired because they want place in your water. As you cheap biscuit, because they ask the person. But you know anything about that land. Let's go talk finish. That's it. Before you will get answers, maybe it will take like 1 month or 2 weeks. So it was very cumbersome. But I love the introduction of this system. It makes things very easy, streamless. And that is how things are supposed to be. I just pray they extend it to even community land, because that's where the issue is coming now. All those community lands that are interlands. That is where the problem is, because those community guys have turned land transaction to another thing. They will sell to 5 people at the same time. The next thing you do is you carry out activities on the land. like bush clearing, molding blocks, etc., in order to draw attention of the real owners. One of the ways when you carry out activities on the land, such as bush clearing, you can tell whether it's actually the owner. In fact, I like the way we do our investigation as lawyers. Sometimes when you say you want to buy this property, we just come there. We will stand in front of the house and start pointing the house. And then you see us speaking in loud voice. Okay, you are selling here, you are selling here. Why are we saying that? So that people will hear our voice. When the real owner hear, say the word seller, he go jump, come out. Who the seller? So intentionally, we create activities in that place. If it's a place in an area, that urban area, you will stand in front of the house. Don't be afraid. In fact, there's one I did. Thank God my life was rescued. The owner wanted to sell, but he's hiding. He said, I don't want to come out. He said, you go and stand there first. I said, hey, what kind of... Thank God that I was so... In fact, God willing, it was as if God was just leading me. I stood in front of the house and I started pointing from this place. So those who wanted to buy, they came down. So from here to here, they were now... People who had shop around there, they were observing. The next thing, they started coming out. I never knew the owner don't arrange a cutlass skip. I think I say, okay, now then. Now I rush come on. You grip my trouser. Bah. Come here. Now you want to say land where my pa give me. I don't they see this land, they fly around for WhatsApp. They check. Now somebody come and say, now your land be that to the one seller. Now when you want to say, which day you say you want to sell that kind of land? Your land. I don't even know say you don't even tell me as a friend. That's what somebody was asking. He now said, So the guy started coming to that place. We all stay for one shop, they watch, they observe. Like I say, they wait for us. This is what I'm telling you is along the strategic place in Benin, New Benin area. So as soon as we were measuring, pointing here and there, measuring the activity at your point, I was doing intentional just to create awareness so that people will notice that this place, because the owner refused to come out. So let me now do the activity so that we'll know what will happen. As I was demonstrating, people came out. The only thing we say, now my life, now I can't at stake. So as they grabbed my knicker, now I started to explain. No. Why would I sell your land? Do I have a paper? It was just check. I was checking. The guy no here. He said, I go do you something here now. You are a stupid man. Next thing you don't carry your last way. Now people call the teller and say, you calm down. All my attempt to argue as a lawyer. I don't see papers now. It was actually this place, so not even here. I had to start inventing different methods. But at the end of the day, we saw ourselves in New Benin police station. We had to explain to the police officers. But they not let me go. So you see, you create awareness. But I'm not saying that may be your portion. How you normally do it, not to enter into problem. Pay Hausa men. Let them go and clear the bush. When you pay Hausa people, let them clear the bush. Then they one corner, they observe. As they are clearing the bush, some community people will come out. But the problem is, for this Benin, they like violence very well. They don't ask questions, they already slap people. Well, usually you're supposed to ask. So when you now see them asking, you will not come out. Boss, what happened? So these people just they clear another person land. That person get here. Okay. I bet who be the person? They will not mention names. For them, say, I bet if you go see him, then you now know whether it is actually the person who wants to sell to you. So that is one of the ways we do it, the local way where we conduct search. Some people will just come, they will pour sand. Okay, that one is expensive way, or they will put block. In fact, there's one they did. That one just go mold the block put for there. The real owner don't they run around though. As you go check, now I see say they remove block for a property. Now say he raise alarm. He raise alarm. It's after they go there every day. May you see the person where they do that thing. You draw the attention of the person out. As soon as you draw the attention of the real owners, you get them. But you should not make payment, full payment, while you are doing this thing. You pay in installment. That is the third one. Pay in installment to give room for more what? Investigate. If the person say 10 million, give the person 2 million first. Or 1 million. Tell the person, take this 1 million first. Let me go and I'll source for the rest. I will pay you 3 times. I'll pay you. I paid 1 million May. By June, I will pay 5 million. That's making it 6. Then July, I'll pay the remaining 4 million. The person will smile. They wait for you. As soon as you leave, you go and start your investigation. You enter there, put fire for the bush. More they see. As you are doing all those things, fast, you dey check. The moment you find out the truth, the guy never chop the money finish. You go hola. Hey, come. I want to pay the balance now. He go say, hey, you are ready. Say, no, I got the full amount. Come, let's go. He don already arrange police. As he come, he dey wait for money. He go enter cell. So who you want to? This land will not be your own. You now bring out your facts, your evidence. You sure? Mona ask, first go bring the 1 million first. Mona can go back, may go withdraw. You need the person. You can see that you didn't, but the foolish one will just carry 10 million. Vroom! Pour inside somebody's account. As a matter of fact, this lady that called me abroad, he paid money the first time in that community. I don't want to mention the name of the community. They relocated the person. They came there. He discovered that the place had already been sold. They now relocated that to another land again. Now this particular land now still has issue, and she paid in full. So you see why sometimes you pay by installment, even if they are trying to force you. No. Give them part payment first. Don't rush. Don't let them cajole you into paying everything once. Even if you have all the money, especially those of you that buy land for people that reside outside the country and they trusted you, they put the money in your account. Don't just release it immediately. Put part payment first, and then you do your investigation. If you cannot investigate, engage the service of a lawyer. Pay a lawyer to investigate, or an investigator. Give the person, but let the person do a thorough investigation. Then before you now release the money. Now, if you give them little money, they can allow you to enter the property, but you will not gain title. You only take possession, but you have not taken ownership. There's a difference between you possess, you enter, because you pay some part, and you are the owner now. They're giving you title. That's why you see some people when they come to my office, they'll make part payment for a property. We will issue them part payment receipt. That part payment receipt shows that you have transferred money to so and so person. There's a land transaction. But the deed of transfer or deed of assignment is prepared by the lawyer. You people have signed, but will not allow any of you to have a copy. We'll keep it, it remains in custody of the lawyer, pending when you finish your payment. That's why in the part payment receipt, we stipulate there that you are paid so and so sum, but before the month of this, you are going to pay the rest. Both of you will sign. You sign, you hold the document. If you say you don't want to sign, no problem, but the document will remain with us to allow you time to go and do your investigation, conclude whatever you are doing. I don't know if you are getting me. Then you now come back and pay the remaining one. Now, while you pay that part payment receipt, even if you enter the land, go they do anything inside, it does not make you an owner. As a matter of fact, there's a trade law on that when you make payment, part payment for a property, the owner reserves the right to sell it to anybody before you complete your payment. And the moment he says, he will refund your money to you. So even if you go to the court and shout, hey, I gave him some money, after all, I'm even using it. So why would he sell it to somebody else? You are not the owner in law. You are simply what? You only have possession, but you don't have title. Because you have not finished what? Making payments. Are you getting me? So that part payment is just for you to do your investigation.